Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss various contiguous memory allocation methods. Different memory management schemes can be classified into two broad categories. One is contiguous allocation, other one is non-contiguous allocation. In contiguous allocation, the required space of a process need to be contiguous in memory. That means if a process requires 500K, we need 500K contiguous space in main memory to be allocated for this process. Whereas in non-contiguous, the required space need not be contiguous in memory. That means if a process needs 500K, we can allocate the 100K somewhere, then at a different location 100K, 200K, any matlab the total sum must be 500, but it need not be contiguous in memory. So the various non-contiguous allocation schemes are segmentation, paging and paging with segmentation. We will be discussing them in a different lectures. In this lecture, we will discuss contiguous allocation schemes. Now, these schemes can again be classified into two: fixed partition scheme and variable partition scheme. In fixed partition scheme, the main memory is divided into different size partitions, but these partitions are fixed. That means each size have each partition has a different size, but it is fixed. Means if memory is divided into 6 partitions, it will always remain in 6 partitions, whereas in variable partition scheme the entire memory is available, user area is available for allocation, and the partitions are not fixed. If a process requires 100K, it will get 100K. If a process requires 500K, it will get 500K. Whereas in fixed partition scheme, if there is a partition of 600K size and there is a process of 500, then 600K partition will be allocated to this process. So we will be discussing contiguous allocation schemes in this lecture. In As we have discussed, in contiguous memory allocation, each process is contained in a single section of memory that is contiguous to the section containing the next process. In non-contiguous allocation, it allocates the memory space present in different locations to the process as per its requirement. As all the available memory space is in a distributed pattern, so the freely available memory space is also scattered here and there. We have less wastage of memory in non-contiguous memory allocation schemes. The contiguous memory allocation scheme is divided into two categories, MFT and MVT, that is multiprogramming with fixed text partitions and multiprogramming with variable task partition. In multiprogramming with fixed task partition, memory is divided into fixed number of partitions. So at most we can have that much number of processes in the memory at a particular time as there are partitions. So degree of multiprogramming is bound by the number of partitions in the memory. If there are 6 partitions, at most you can have 6 processes in memory. So the degree is bounded by the number of partitions in memory, and maximum size of a process is restricted by the maximum size of the partition. When a partition becomes free, a process is selected from the input queue and is loaded into free partition. One thing need to be kept in mind is कि a process cannot accommodate two partitions. If a process needs 500K space in memory, we need to allocate a process the partition that is at least 500K. We cannot have 200 and 300 K size partitions and allocate them to this process. This scheme suffers from internal as well as external fragmentation. In variable partitions, there are no fixed partitions, and depending on if you have small size processes, you can have more particular programs at a particular time in memory. If you have big programs, then can you have less number of programs in the memory at a particular time. So there is no fixed bound on multiprogramming. Depending on the size, the entire space is allocated to the processes. So if a 1000K process leaves the memory, then this 1000K can accommodate another 1000K process, or two 500K process, or 5 200K processes. So that depends on the requirement of each process and the free space available. Now there are basically 4 schemes that are used for contiguous allocation strategies: first fit, next fit, best fit and worst fit schemes. In first fit scheme, you allocate the first hole that is big enough, the first big hole that can hold your process is allocated to that process. It may be uh, as much big as possible or just exactly the size of that process, that does not matter, but the first hole that is big enough to hold it, that process is allocated to that process. In next fit, it is same as first fit, the first big enough hole that you find is allocated, but the basic difference is in next fit strategy, every time the search starts at the location where the previous search ended, whereas in first fit policy the searching starts at the beginning of the set of holes. Every time you start from the first hole, but in next fit you start or you resume from the hole where you left off. In best fit, it allocate the smallest hole that is big enough. This is the best strategy. We search the entire list unless the list is ordered by size. So it requires sorting, otherwise every time you need to search the entire list, and this strategy produces the smallest leftover hole. In worst fit, you allocate the largest hole to the first process, then the second largest to the second process, and so on. Again we must search the entire list until it is sorted by size. This strategy produces the largest leftover hole. So in variable size partition scheme, this scheme may be used where the leftover hole is big enough to accommodate another process. So it basically makes more use of the leftover space after allocation. Now this is an example to understand the concept. There are 6 memory partitions, so we have written them in that order in the given. You have to maintain the order given in the questions. 10 KB, 4 KB, you cannot change the order. You have to write it the same order. So 10 KB, 4 KB, 20 KB, 18, 7, 9, 12 and 15. Now we will see all the 4 schemes, how these schemes allocate the holes to the 3 processes requesting. Again these processes need to be in the same order, the given 12 KB, 10 KB, 9 KB. So we will start with 12 KB, then 10 KB and 9 KB. So we will start with first fit policy. The first process is 12 KB in size. So we will start our search with the first hole, that is 10 KB. 12 KB cannot fit in 10 KB. Then we will proceed our search to 4 KB. 4 KB is also less than 12 KB. Then the next hole. Next hole is 20 KB in size. 20 KB can easily accommodate a 12 KB process. So it is big enough to hold 12 KB. So 12 KB process will be allocated this partition. Now the next process 10 KB. Now again we will start, because this is first fit policy, we will begin our search with the first hole, that is 10 KB. 10 KB process can be allocated 10 KB partition because it is big enough to hold that. So this process is allocated the first hole. Now the next hole process, that is 9 KB. 10 KB is occupied, move to 4 KB. 4 KB is less than 9 KB, so it cannot occupy this partition. The next is occupied the partition after 20 KB is 18 KB. Now 18 KB partition is big enough to hold a 9 KB process. So 9 KB will get this partition. So this is first fit policy, where you start with the first process in the list and you start your search with the first hole every time, and you find the first hole that is big enough to hold that particular process and allocate that partition to it. Now we will move to next rate policy. In next rate policy, the first process 12 KB, again 10 KB is less than 12 KB, 4 KB is less than 12 KB, 20 KB can accommodate a 12 KB process, so 20 KB partition will be allocated to 12 KB process. Now 10 KB process. Now because this is next fit, our search will proceed after 20 KB partition. It will not start from the first hole. So the next hole, free hole is 18 KB. So 10 KB again can be easily accommodated in 18 KB partition, so 10 KB will be allocated this partition. Then 9 KB process. 9 KB cannot uh, be saved in 7 KB partition, so we will move to the next hole, 9 KB partition. It can easily accommodate 9 KB process, so 9 KB will be allocated to this partition. So this is next fit policy, same, but you will get a different results in both the policies, because first fit the search always start with first hole. In next fit it starts with the next hole. After you have allocated a particular hole to a process, for the next process the search will resume after that hole. Now the best fit policy. In best fit policy, we try to accommodate the partition to a process that is best suited for it. Means you basically try to reduce the internal fragmentation. Internal fragmentation is the space that is left after you allocate a partition to a process. For example, in the first case where you have allocated 12 kb process, the 20 kb partition, 8 kb is internal fragmentation because it cannot be allocated to any other process and it is being wasted here. So best fit policy tries to minimize the internal fragmentation. So what you can do is, to make it easier, you do the list that is given of the holes in your rough sheet. You can write these processes in increasing order. For example, 4, 7, 9, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20. So you write them in increasing order. Now first you have written them. Now the first hole, that is 12 kb. 12 kb से सर्च स्टार्ट करोगे आप. 4 kb से 12 kb प्रोसेस के लिए 4 kb is smaller, then 7, then 9, then 10 and then 12. So 12 kb partition is best for a 12 kb process. So the 12 kb partition will be allocated to 12 kb process. Now the next process, that is 10 kb. Search start 4, 7, 9, 10. 10 is best because after that 10 is best. For this, after that it will be 12, 12 is allocated and the rest is another case. So 10 kb is the best hole. So you will allocate 10 kb partition to this process. Now 9 kb, again 4, 7, 9, best, you allocate this. For example, suppose the first hole was 11 kb, then also you will allocate 10 kb process to 11 kb because 9 kb cannot hold 10 kb, but and 12 kb again is greater. So 11 kb, if you allocate the 11 kb partition to a 10 kb process, the fragmentation is least in this case. So in best way, just do this in your rough sheet. Just write these processes in increasing order. Don't change the order in your answer sheet. In the rough sheet, you write them in increasing order and then try to search. So best fit policy is try to allocate the best hole to a particular requesting process. In first fit policy, we try to allocate the largest hole to the first process. So again, what you can do is write these lists in decreasing order. That means 20, 18, 15, 12, 10, then 9, 12, 10, 9, 7, 4. So write these holes in decreasing order of their magnitude. So first process is 12 kb, the biggest hole, the first hole in decreasing order of their magnitude is 20 kb. So 20 kb partition is allocated to 12 kb process. Then the next big hole is 18 kb. So it will be allocated to the next process that is requesting, that is 10 kb, and the next big hole is 15 kb. So 15 kb will be allocated to 9 kb. So in burst fit algorithm, what you need to do is you just sort them in decreasing order and then start allocating the processes from the first hole, that is the biggest hole will to the first process, second biggest to the second process, and so on. So these are different allocation policies that are used in contiguous allocation schemes. We will see few more examples. Here, 6 memory partitions are there, and you have to use first fit, best fit and worst fit algorithms to allocate these processes. There are 5 processes, like 115, 500, 358, 200 and 275 kb in that order. So you will allocate. So सबसे पहले we will start with 11 where we have arranged them in the order given, the holes, and we will allocate the processes in the given order. So start with 115. 115, the first hole that it searches is 300 kb. 300 kb is big enough to hold 115, so 300 will be allocated to 115. Next 500. Then you will start again. 300 is occupied, the next free hole is 600 kb, so 500 kb process will be allocated this partition. Now the next process is 358. You will start, the first two holes are occupied. 350 cannot accommodate 358, 200 cannot accommodate 358, 750 can accommodate 358, so 358 process will be allocated 750 kb partition. The next is process is 200. You will start your search from 300 kb. 300 is occupied, 1600, 600 is occupied, then 350 kb. 200 can be easily accommodated in 350, so this process will get 350 kb whole. Then 375. Now only two holes are left, that is 200 and 125, and these two holes are smaller than 375 kb. Even if their sum was greater or equal, still you need to allocate one partition to one process only. A process cannot span two partitions, and a partition cannot accommodate two processes. So 375 kb process will be left out. Now here in this case, the internal fragmentation is the memory wasted inside each partition, but in this case 325 kb is external fragmentation, that is 325 kb is available here, but it cannot be allocated to the requesting process because it is not contiguous. So this is the basic difference between internal fragmentation and external fragmentation. For example, in the second partition, 600 kb is the size and 500 kb process is allocated this partition, so 100 kb internal fragmentation. In the third partition, 50 kb, 150 kb is internal fragmentation. So like this, the memory that is being wasted inside a partition is internal, and the external fragmentation is the partition that is there, free partition, but it is not big enough to accommodate a particular hole, so that is external fragmentation. Now in next fit in this case will be similar to the first fit. Similarly, you will start with 115, first hole 300 kb, so you will allocate this. Next process is 500 kb, so it will be allocated 600 partition. The next is 358, it cannot be accommodated in 350 and 200, so 750 partition will be allocated to 358 kb process, and so on. So in this case, first fit and next fit are same. For best fit, again you arrange them in increasing order, so 125, 200, 300, 350, 600, 750. First process 115, so 115 can be accommodated where in 125 kb, लीस्ट इंटरनल फ्रेगमेंटेशन, उससे छोटा कोई है नहीं और उससे बड़े में फ्रेगमेंटेशन ज़्यादा होगी, तो 115 is will be allocated 125 kb partition. Then the next process is 500. Again you will search this list, the best process partition that can hold 500 kb with least internal fragmentation is 600 kb, so 500 kb process will be allocated 600 kb partition. उसके बाद बारी आती है 358, so 358 kb can be allocated because the rest of the free partitions cannot be accommodated, cannot accommodate 358 kb, so 750 kb partition will be allocated to 358 kb process. Then we have 200 kb. 200 kb के लिए best hole is 200 kb. Again 375 kb is left out because there is no free partition big enough to hold a 375 kb partition. Worst fit, the biggest hole is 750, so 115 will get 750 kb. The next big enough hole, the biggest hole is 600 kb, so the second process 500 will get 600 kb. Then the next process is 358, so 358 के लिए कोई प्रोसेस पार्टीशन इतना बड़ा नहीं बचा. 300 is less, 350 is less, 200 is less, 125 is less, so 358 also cannot be allocated any partition. Then 200 kb, the 350 k is the kb partition is the next in order, so it will be allocated to 200 kb process and 375. So in worst fit, two processes are left out, 358 kb and 375 kb partition. Now in this example, this is basically for a variable size partition scheme MVT. Here we have a contiguous memory of 2560, out of which 400K is occupied by the OS. So remaining 2160 is available for the user process. Now we are using first fit policy, and it has given a list of processes P1 say P5, P1 to P5, where each process has the memory requirement and the time requirement. That means P1 need 10 unit of time to in the memory to complete its execution. P2 needs 5 minutes of time, unit of time. P3 needs 20 units of time, and so on. So you have to show the memory allocation snapshot until all processes are allocated. First fit policy is being used. So सबसे पहले P1 की बारी आती है. P1 is 600K, so आप 400K से स्टार्ट करके 600K जो है वो P1 को दे दोगे तो 1000K तक की मेमोरी ऑक्यूपाई हो जाएगी एट टाइम 0 व्हेन वी आर एज्यूमिंग कि ऑल द प्रोसेस हैव अराइव्ड एट द सेम टाइम. ठीक है. So P1 will be allocated memory space first. So now 1000K is allocated. 400 से लेके 600K space allocate होगी तो 1000K occupy हो जाएगा. Now P2. तो P2 will average of 1000K requirement. So 1000 से लेके 2000 तक की memory space will be allocated to P2. थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे हुआ है इसमें जो 1000 से K से लेके 2000K तक की मेमोरी स्पेस इज एलोकेटेड टू P2 प्रोसेस. देन कम्स P3 300K. सो 2000 से 2300K तक की मेमोरी स्पेस इज एलोकेटेड टू P3. नाउ द रिमेनिंग इज 260K. तो जो हमारे रिमेनिंग प्रोसेस हैं P4 एंड P5 दे नीड 700K एंड 500K, सो दे कैन नॉट बी एलोकेटेड. सो वी विल वेट फॉर सम प्रोसेस टू लीव. So इसमें the three processes that are currently occupying the memory, out of this only three processes P2 will leave at the earliest. So P2 leaves at 5, leaving a 1000K hole. So this 1000K hole, out of this 700 can be allocated to P4. So 700K is allocated to P4 and now we have a 300K hole left out and नीचे सबसे नीचे जो है वो T6 260K का होल एक लेफ्ट आउट है, फ्री है. अब उसके बाद द नेक्स्ट होल दैट विल लीव is P1 because P4 needs 8 unit of time but it was allocated memory at 5. So now from 5 8 units of time, so it will leave at 13. So उससे पहले P1 निकलेगा. P1 will leave 600K. तो 600K में से 500K will be allocated to P5 process. So now this is 100K will be left out. So this is basically the way in which you can solve this type of question. You need to keep in mind the time at which each process is arriving, is leaving the system. So the next algorithm. In a computer system where the best fit algorithm is used for allocating jobs to memory partitions, following situation was encountered. इसके अंदर हर एक प्रोसेस का टाइम दिया हुआ है. When will the 20K job will complete? So again I have explained here. At 0 you can allocate 4K to the 3K process. बेस्ट फिट यूज़ करें ना, तो बेस्ट फिट के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, वी कैन अरेंज दीज पार्टीशंस इन इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर 4 8 22. तो पहला प्रोसेस 2 है तो 2K विल बी एलोकेटेड 2K पार्टीशन, तो 2K पार्टीशन में P1 आ गया. देन 14K के लिए 20K पार्टीशन इज़ बेस्ट, तो वी विल गिव P2 टू 20K प्रोसेस. देन 3K के लिए 4K बेस्ट है, तो 4K पार्टीशन विल बी एलोकेटेड टू P3 प्रोसेस. देन 6K, so 6K that is P4 will be allocated 8K partition. So at 0 this will be the situation when you will accommodate P1, P2, P3 and P4 in memory. The next is at 1. At 1 this P4 process will leave. At 1 what will happen, P4 process will leave. So 6K 8K space there is left out there. So P5 process is of 6K, तो इसमें P5 process आ जाएगा. In place of P4 P5 process will come. Now the next the process that will leave is P3. So when P3 leaves, it leaves a partition of size 4K, and now the three remaining processes of 10K 20K and 2K, only 2K can be accommodated in a 4K partition. So P8 will be allocated this partition. Now two processes are left, that is 10K and 20K. So the hole that can accommodate in this is 20K. So 20K is allocated to the P2 process, that is it is using 14K memory space and it will take 10 units of time. So at 10 P2 process will exit, leaving this 20K partition free. So the first process in the requesting order is 10K. So 10K will be allocated this partition and this 10K process will take 1 unit of time. So at 11 this partition will be allocated to 20K hole. So P7 will be allocated this partition. So P7 needs how much, 8 unit of time. So 11 फ्रॉम 11 to 8 मतलब 19 यूनिट ऑफ टाइम पर P7 फाइनली कंप्लीट होगा. तो दिस क्वेश्चन का आंसर होगा 20K जॉब विल कंप्लीट एट 90. One more example, a computer installation has 1000K of memory. The job arrive and finish in the following sequence. Draw the memory allocation table using best fit and first fit algorithm. Which algorithm performs better for this sequence? So we will see the solution in the next. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आप देखिए कि how these processes are allocated. सबसे पहले job 1 requires 200K, job 2 requires 350K and job 3 requires 300K. तो हमने यहाँ पे जॉब 1 को 200, 350 और 300 दे दिया है. 150 इज़ लेफ्ट आउट फ्रॉम दिस 1000 के पार्टीशन. दिस इज़ लेफ्ट आउट. ठीक है, दिस इज़ इन फर्स्ट फिट एल्गोरिथम. नाउ फर्स्ट फिट में क्या करेंगे हम ना, जॉब 1 फिनिशेस तो 200 के पार्टीशन खाली हो जाएगा. उसके बाद जॉब 4 आएगा, जॉब 5 एंड जॉब 6. Job 4 requires 120K. So here we will start our search from the topmost. So we have 200K partition free when job 1 left out. So 120K out of 200 will be allocated to job 4, leaving a 80K space free here. Now the next requesting process is 150K, job 5. So job 5 cannot be accommodated in 80K hole. So the next free hole that is left is 150K. So 150K partition will hold this process. Job 5 150K इसमें आ जाएगा. Now the sixth process is 80K. तो 80K को we can store because we have one hole that is left out is 80K. It will be allocated to job 6. So in first fit all the 6 jobs were allocated space in memory. Now we will see what happens to best fit. The first case when the first job 1, job 2 and job 3 arrives will be similar to first fit. Job 1 will first सबसे पहले job 1 ask for 200 तो 200K space will be allocated to job 1, then 350, then 300, so 150K is free. Now the fourth job 1 leaving the 200K partition free. Job 4 requires 120K. So there are two holes now, one of 200 size and then other of 150 size. तो 120 के लिए बेस्ट फिट के अंदर कौन सा होल सिलेक्ट होगा, 150K, because it will yield less internal fragmentation. So job 4 will be accommodated in 150K partition. Now the remaining space is 30K free. Now the next hole next process that is job 5 requires 150K. We will 200K hole free hai, we will allocate 150K out of this 200K to job 5. 50K is remaining, that is free. Now the job 6 will require 80K. Now here 80K is there but it is not contiguous. 50K is there upwards and 30K is there in the lower higher side of the memory. So it is not contiguous, so 80K process is left out. So this is best fit. So we can see in this algorithm first fit is performing better because it is utilizing the memory better. The next example, here we have a 1000K byte memory which is using variable partitions and compaction 2. It has two partitions of size 200 and 260 kilobytes respectively, and the smallest allocation request in kilobytes that could be denied. Now denied matlab when we use compaction, these two holes of 200K and 260K will be compacted and we will have a big hole of 460K free. So any process that is less than equal to 460K can be accommodated here, but this system will reject any process of size greater than 460K. So we get a whole size of 460K and any request greater than 460K will be rejected. The last algorithm, here we have four blocks, we have four processes 325, 125, 50, and this is the memory allocation currently there. The blank regions are free, so we have two blank regions of 150 and 350. Now we will use first fit policy to allocate these space to these four processes. 300 cannot be allocated to 150, so 350 partition जो है it will be allocated to 300 process, the first process, leaving 50 size, leaving a hole of size 50. तो 50 होल बचा है और एक 150 होल बचा है. The next process is 25. वी आर यूजिंग फर्स्ट फिट। तो 25 जो है पहला जो प्रोसेस होल जो होल बिग इनफ है दैट इज़ 150। तो 25 प्रोसेस को हम 150 में जगह दे देंगे, लीविंग 125 फ्री। Now the next process 125. So 125 will be allocated the remaining 125 free that was left out of 150 partition. तो यहाँ पे 25 और 125 आ गए हैं. Now the last process is 50. You had a whole of 50 left out in the 350 partition after allocating 300 memory space to the first process. तो यहाँ पे आपने चारों प्रोसेस को स्पेस अकोमोडेट कर दिया है. In best fit algorithm what will happen? 300 350 is best, so 300 will come here. Now you will have a 50 partition and a 150 partition. 25. So in best fit obviously you will not select 150 for a 25 size process. 50 is best suited for it. तो the remaining 50 जो होल बचा था 300 देने के बाद, of that 50 25 space will be allocated to this process. अब 125 है तो 125 हम ऊपर जो 150 वाला होल है उसके अंदर 125 दे देंगे, तो 25 वहाँ बचेगा और 25 नीचे बचा है, बट 50 हमें चाहिए, बट इट इज़ नॉट कंटिन्यूअस, सो 50 साइज प्रोसेस विल बी left out. So in this case also first fit is performing better than best fit algorithm. So these are various questions that comes on different competitive exams on this topic. Hope you are able to understand this. Thank you.